Guardians of the Grasslands. The legacy of the Lion King. The African savanna stretches endlessly under the hot, unrelenting sun. Golden grasses sway gently in the wind, their movement a quiet whisper against the vast silence of the plain. It's a world that moves to its own rhythm, governed by ancient cycles of life and death. And at the heart of it all, the lion reigns supreme. This is not just the story of the lion's raw power, nor is it simply a tale of survival. It is a story of legacy, of family, and of a kingdom that stretches beyond the immediate present, shaped by centuries of adaptation, struggle, and triumph. The lion is the guardian of the grasslands, a symbol of strength and majesty. Yet within its pride lies a complex web of relationships that define their world. Chapter 1. The Rise of the King. The African savanna, with its endless stretches of golden grass, is a place where survival is not just a matter of instinct, but one of power, endurance, and strategic dominance. In this vast kingdom, the lion stands as the undisputed king. But the path to this throne is not granted easily. It must be earned through a combination of strength, intelligence, and unwavering determination. The call to leadership. From the moment a young male lion is born into the pride, he is placed on a path that will ultimately lead him to one of two fates. He will either join his father's pride and eventually become a leader in his own right, or he will be driven out, forced to survive on his own until he is strong enough to challenge for a territory of his own. The first few years of a male lion's life are spent in the safety and warmth of the pride, under the watchful eyes of the lionesses and the protection of the king. However, as the young lion grows older, he begins to feel the call to leave. Males typically leave the pride around the age of 2 or 3, when they are strong enough to survive on the. This departure is bittersweet. While the pride has provided him with the tools he needs to thrive, it is also a signal that his time in the safety of his birth home is coming to an end. Now, the young lion faces an uncertain and dangerous. As he leaves the pride, the male lion enters a transitional period. He is neither a full member of another pride, nor a solitary wanderer yet. He becomes a nomadic figure, roaming the plains, seeking to carve out a space for himself. During this time, he is constantly hunted by other males who wish to maintain control over their territory. The nomadic lion must survive alone, often facing threats from predators, including other lions, hyenas, and even humans. But this phase is also crucial for his development. The trials of the young male. The first few months or even years of a young male lion's life are filled with trials. He must learn to hunt independently, a skill that is vital for survival, as he can no longer rely on the pride's hunting prowess. In his early days of solitude, a lion will often make do by scavenging from the kills of other predators. However, as he matures, his skills grow sharp. He learns how to hunt with precision, targeting the weak and vulnerable members of prey species, from wildebeest to zebra, or even buff. Hunting alone is no easy feat, for the lioness' stealth and strength are no match for the coordinated, strategic hunts of a lioness-led pride. But survival instincts push him to keep. In addition to hunting, the young male must also learn the unwritten rules of the savanna. He must understand territory, the delicate balance of ownership that defines the lion's. As he roams, he marks his territory with scent and his unmistakable roar. It is his way of establishing presence and warning other males to keep their distance. It is also his way of preparing for his eventual rise to power, one that will require him to confront the very lions who have ruled the grasslands before. The challenge for dominance. The defining moment of a lion's journey to the throne is the challenge for dominance. This occurs when the young male has gathered enough strength, experience, and territorial knowledge to challenge the reigning male lion for control over a pride. It is a battle unlike any other in the animal kingdom, a contest of pure strength and willpower, fought with teeth and claw. The male lions do not shy away from these confrontations. They know that the stakes are high, as the winner will assume leadership of the pride and the privilege of mating with the lionesses. The fight is brutal, often leaving scars that will last a lifetime. but it is also a test of stamina and resilience. The older dominant males have the experience, the established territory, and the confidence of the pride behind them. The challenger, however, has the fire of youth and the drive to succeed. When they meet, the earth itself seems to tremble under the intensity of their roar. The battle begins with posturing, a show of strength meant to intimidate the opponent. The two lions square off, their massive frames towering over the grass. They snarl and lash out, their claws digging into the earth, their teeth bare. If the younger lion is lucky, the older lion's weariness and age will slow him down, and the challenger will seize his chance, delivering a blow that forces the reigning king into retreat. If the older lion remains dominant, the younger male will be forced to retreat once more, with his dignity bruised but his spirit intact, ready to challenge again another day. For the young male who wins, the reward is immense. Not only does he become the new king of the pride, but he also secures his place in the larger ecosystem of the savanna. He has proven that he is strong enough to rule, strong enough to defend, and strong enough to pass on his legacy to future generations. The weight of the crown. Becoming the king of the pride, however, is far from a simple victory. Once crowned, the new Lion King must assume a role that is far more complex than simply defeating rivals. He must protect his territory, safeguard the pride, and ensure that the lionesses remain loyal. But the greatest challenge of all is the passing of the baton, the continuation of his legacy. The king of the pride does not rule alone. His rule is under constant scrutiny. The lionesses are the backbone of the pride, and the new king must earn their respect and trust. A king must be able to keep the pride fed and safe, lead them on successful hunts, and ensure that the cubs survive. One of the most critical duties of the Lion King is to defend his reign from other males who may try to seize the throne. These challengers often approach the pride with a combination of force and cunning, trying to oust the existing king and take over the pride's leadership. When the time comes for him to pass the throne to a younger male, the Lion King must be prepared to step aside, either voluntarily or by force, as part of the eternal cycle of the wild. As time goes on, the Lion King's mane begins to fade, his once majestic form becoming weathered by age. He is no longer the dominant force he once was. His roars grow quieter, his body slow. The time for him to relinquish the crown approaches. But even in his fading years, the Lion King commands respect, his legacy engraved in the pride he leaves. Chapter 2. The Lioness, Heart of the Pride. While the lion may wear the crown of king, it is the lioness who is the true heart of the pride. It is she who sustains the pride, organizes its hunts, and nurtures its future. The lioness's role in the pride is far more complex and vital than many realize. She is the silent, unwavering force that holds everything together. This chapter delves into her world, exploring her strength, intelligence, and the social bonds that make her essential to the pride's survival. The bond between sisters. From the moment a lioness is born, she is placed within a family unit that will define much of her life. Female lions tend to stay within the same pride for their entire lives, forming strong bonds with their sisters and mothers. These bonds are not only emotional, but also practical, as they are essential for the pride's survival. In fact, the strength of a lioness's connections with other females is one of the greatest assets to the pride's success. The lioness's survival depends not only on her own abilities, but on the cooperation and support of those around her. Within a pride, the lionesses form tight-knit groups that are united by mutual respect and familiarity. They know each other intimately, their movements, their behaviors, their hunting preferences. A lioness can predict the actions of her sister from a mere glance, and this intuitive understanding is essential when it comes to the precision of a hunt. These bonds also extend to the older females, who provide wisdom and experience. In times of scarcity or danger, it is the older lionesses who often take charge, guiding the pride through the toughest of times. The pride of lionesses is like a well-oiled machine. Each lioness knows her place in the group and contributes to its success. They share responsibilities, from caring for the young cubs to tracking and hunting prey. The lioness's ability to work together as a team is one of the key reasons they are such effective hunters. Together, they can take down prey far larger and stronger than any one lioness could handle alone. The art of the hunt. Hunting is the most critical task a lioness will undertake, and it is one that requires not only physical strength, but also cunning and strategy. Unlike the male lion, who is more of a symbol of power, the lioness is a master of stealth and precision. Her role in the hunt is not simply to chase down prey. It is to plan, coordinate, and execute the hunt with her sisters. The hunt is a carefully choreographed dance, where each lioness plays her part in ensuring the success of the pride. The lionesses begin the hunt by quietly stalking their prey, moving in the tall grasses of the savanna like shadows. They rely on their keen senses of sight and smell to track their quarry. Lionesses are built for speed and endurance, and they use this to their advantage, often following herds of wildebeest, zebra, or antelope for miles. The key to a successful hunt is patience. The lionesses know that they cannot rush the process. They must wait for the perfect moment when their prey is distracted or unaware, allowing them to close in. When the moment comes, the lionesses strike. Working in unison, they surround the prey and use their combined strength to bring it down. The kill itself is not a single event, but a series of precise movements. One lioness may leap from the grass, charging forward with incredible speed, while another lioness positions herself to block the prey's escape route. They rely on each other's coordination and communication to ensure the kill. The lioness's hunting style is one of intelligence, not brute force. It is a lesson in teamwork, patience, and precision. After the hunt, the lionesses share the spoils. The male lions, when present, may claim the first share of the kill, but the lionesses, having done the hard work, will take their share without hesitation. This division is not a sign of inequality, but a natural order, one that ensures the survival and well-being of the entire pride. It is a system built on mutual respect, and each member of the pride plays a vital role. Motherhood, nurturing the next generation. While the lioness is the pride's most formidable hunter, she is also its most dedicated mother. The lioness's role as a mother is perhaps her most significant responsibility. From the moment she gives birth, her entire focus shifts to the survival of her cubs. The cubs are her future, the continuation of the pride's bloodline. And it is up to the lioness to ensure they grow strong and learn the skills needed to survive. The first few months of a cub's life are spent in relative safety. The lioness gives birth in a secluded area, far from the rest of the pride, to protect her cubs from potential threats. The mother is fiercely protective during this time, not allowing any other animals near her young. As the cubs grow, they are gradually introduced to the rest of the pride, where they are cared for by the other lionesses. In the pride, it is not only the biological mother who raises the cubs. Other lionesses take on the role of aunties, helping to protect and look after the young ones. The cubs spend much of their early life playing and learning from their mothers and the other lionesses. Through play, they develop important skills that they will later use in the hunt, such as coordination, strength, and stalking techniques. The lionesses also teach their cubs the rules of the pride, including when to fight, when to stay hidden, and how to cooperate with their sisters. While the cubs are young, the lioness's primary focus is to ensure that they survive the harshness of the African savanna. Only the strongest cubs will grow to adulthood. However, lionesses also face the painful reality that not all of their cubs will survive. The savanna is a dangerous place, filled with threats from hyenas, leopards, and even other lions. The lionesses must constantly be on alert, protecting their cubs from these predators. The harsh realities of survival are ever present, and the lioness must balance the nurturing of her young with the strategic needs of the pride. Social bonds and the pride's survival. The pride's success is built on the collective efforts of the lionesses. Their cooperation is essential not only for hunting, but also for protection and ensuring the pride's continuation. Lionesses can rely on each other during times of danger, such as when the pride is threatened by outsiders. They work together to defend the pride's territory from intruding lions and other predators. In these moments, the lionesses show their true power not through brute force, but through a deep understanding of each other's strengths and weaknesses. When an outsider male challenges the pride, it is often the lionesses who stand at the forefront, protecting their cubs and ensuring that their leader is given time to face the challenge. The lionesses will rally together, using their speed and agility to fend off the intruder, often forming a united front to keep him at bay, until the king can return to defend the social bonds between lionesses are a key part of the pride's success. Their unity, loyalty, and cooperation are what allow them to survive in a world filled with danger and uncertainty. Without the lionesses, the pride would crumble, unable to hunt, protect, or nurture the next generation. In a way, the lioness is the true architect of the pride's survival, her intelligence and strength guiding the pride through the challenges of the wild. The quiet strength of the lioness, though often overshadowed by the mighty roar of the lion, is the pride's quiet strength. She embodies grace, intelligence, and resilience. While the male lion rules with his presence and roar, it is the lioness who leads with her heart and determination. She is the glue that holds the pride together, the force that keeps them hunting, feeding, and thriving. Her strength is not just in her physical prowess, but in her ability to maintain the delicate balance within the. As a mother, a sister, and a hunter, she plays a vital role in ensuring the legacy of the lions continue. The lioness is not simply part of the pride, is its backbone, its guiding force, and its enduring legacy.